everyone, I'm Rachel from the Innisfil Idea Lab and Library, and I'm here again for a couple of more tips and tricks in the Cricut design space. So today we're going to learn more about the Align tool. So this is a great way to center your text, center your objects, or just get things lined up the way you want for your design. Okay, so let's get started. This is our home page, and we're always going to start with just clicking on New Project. Or you can go up to the top corner here and also hit New Project. We have our canvas here, and you'll notice that you have your units up at the top, and this is in inches. I like to work in inches. But say you have a whole bunch of different things and you want to make a t-shirt with a logo with text up top, on the bottom, and in the center. So we're going to do something like that as an example. But let me show you a couple of features with the Align tool. Let me click on on the text. So the spacing's pretty wide right now, so I'm just going to go up to line spacing and I'm going to remove some of it. I'm going to make it smaller. Okay, so I have my text. It's a little bit bigger. I'm going to make it smaller, but right now it looks okay, but it looks a little odd. So a nice thing that you have a chance to do is you can actually go up to the alignment option here, click on it, and then you have an option of either you can have it that your text centering to the left, you can have it centered, or you can have it off to the right. So that's one way of doing different alignment options. I'm going to hit center right now. I think it's really nice. And you can also do this with text. You can do a couple of different things. So let's create something fun. We're going to create just a t-shirt decal and kind of like how can you align it to the way that you want it to be on your design. So let's go to images really quick. I'm going to look for bees because I like bees. Oh, that's a cute one. I'm going to use this one. So I see my measurements. It's about 3.5 by 1.5, and that's a good size because you know what? I think I'm going to make it like a little pocket decal here, and then I'm going to create some text. Be kind. Now, if I have these objects here, they're okay, but I know they're not centered. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click and drag a box over everything, and now you can see that alignment option has popped up again. So let's click on it, and it's going to give you an options here. So you can either do centered, but it grabs everything together, so we don't want that one. One thing, let's kind of get these back out here. So instead of having them squished together like that, let's go back up to align. And I'm going to just say center horizontally, and you can see slightly they shifted. So that was one option. You can also do like centered. Again, it crushes it back. So I'm just going to hit undone or undo. So when you go into here, you can play with a few different things. Again, you can align to the right, pushes all your objects to the right. You can also do align to the left, kind of similar with what we had with our text, but I am going to keep it centered. But I'm going to do it centered horizontally. So we can see it here, but if you hit alignment again and then distribution vertical, it's going to make sure the spacing is proper throughout those vertical parts. There you go. If you go to, again, we're just going to make sure it's centered. Again, it centers it, everything, because we curved that text, so that's nice. Didn't want it horizontally, you wanted it to be vertically. So you can move your text and your objects around, and we have 3 objects here. So we have the B, the actual image, and then kind. So like these look really great and you can kind of see a flow through it. But let's highlight all of those. Okay, so let's go to alignment, and let's do this time we're going to do center vertically. Watch what happens to everything. Just shifts everything up just a little bit. If we went to horizontal, it does skip it over to the side, but I think it's trying to actually capture it. So use your discretion, but as always, I like how my object is looking right now. So I'm going to go up to the Save menu, and I'm just going to save my project, because there's nothing worse than working on a project, coming back to it, and realize you didn't save it. So that's a couple of the fun options in Cricut Design Space and the Align tool. So once again, I'm Rachel from the Innisfil Idea Lab and Library, and thanks so much for joining me. Take care.